Hey, and welcome back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be finishing up the hot sauce soup that we started. Remember, it's also called tortilla soup. I call it the hot sauce soup because I make hot sauce first, and then there's the three different things that we can use the hot sauce for. This is the soup that we're making out of it. Again, it's 5 cups of water. I did 3 cups of the white vinegar. I did about 8 tablespoons of the HealthybyHeath hot oil, which is just 2 ingredients, one of which is 100% avocado oil, and the other one is a red pepper from Mexico. When you're going to do a soup, especially for the summer, you don't want them too thick, you don't want them too hearty, you want them just nice and refreshing. So the vegetables that you pick, even if you do some fruit like raspberries, blackberries, whatever, they should be fresh when you serve them. And the way I do that is I get my stock and everything going, I get the soup made, and then at the very end I'll add in a lot of the ingredients directly into the bowl sometimes, or I'll put them into the soup maybe half hour before it's served. Another thing I'll do is with cabbage, I'm not going to put this in right now, but what I'll end up doing is I'll cut this really fine. And so when I do put this in, normally it'll be either at the very end, or I will just put this in the bowl itself and then pour the stock over it. That way your guests, when they're tasting it, will get that nice, crisp, fresh taste that you want them to have. And so I'll do the same with a lot of these ingredients. Although with the mushrooms, I'm going to go ahead and put these mushrooms in now. I'm also going to be putting in most of those peppers now. And I'm going to cut those peppers to be more like a spaghetti noodle, so I'm going to cut them really fine. So the thicker ones I'm going to be putting in now, and then the thinner noodles or whatnot, I'll be putting those in later. Obviously we have these bean sprouts here. These will be going in soon. I'll put in some now, and then I'll put in the bulk of them at the end because these are pretty skinny, and again, they don't need to be in there for a whole long time. So the whole purpose of making this dish is to have a fresh, tasty soup that isn't overbearing. And so the ingredients that I'm adding will be really nice and crisp and things that you would serve basically in a salad. I'm just going to take these tomatoes, I'm going to throw them in here. I'm going to take some of our cabbage. We got the purple and the green cabbage. I also have some peppers in there, bell peppers, red and orange bell peppers, and I also have some bean sprouts. So I'm grabbing the bean sprouts, the bell peppers, the tomatoes, and everything else, and I'm putting them in there fresh. This is the finished product. Hopefully you can see that in the screen. If not, at the end of me doing this tutorial, I will show you the finished product in this one. Basically, here's what you do. If you're having an event, doesn't matter what kind of event it is, it could be a huge event, small event. Dinner is probably even the best way to do this because you gotta cut up a gourd and get all the insides out. What I did was I cut the insides out of the gourd and I put it together with the red potatoes, the gold potatoes, and the purple potatoes. So here you are. I put in the hot broth with the fresh vegetables. It's going to be delicious. Your guests will love it. They'll talk about it for years to come. And then avocado. People love avocado. Just put a little bit of avocado on top, make it look pretty.